Ah merde. Oh putain, je me suis trompé de qui. Okay, maybe we're live on Twitch already. Not live on YouTube because I used the wrong key. But we are about to go live. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Cool. Let me see. Everything here is, if everything is going well. Okay. Looks like we are live. Yeah, I'm live. I'm no idea if the connection is good or not. It's a bit a crazy show. Let me tell you the real story. I was supposed to do the stream from a pedal boat today. I'm on a lake, okay? Connection is really too bad there. And second thing was I was supposed to have a guest on site with me. And I have a guest with me on site, but because of some policies at Red Hat, I'm not allowed to have an face-to-face meetup with someone. So he moved further away. He joined me with his phone. The issue is he's almost out of battery with his phone, so it will be a short interview. Don't worry, we will have fun. And right after that, well, we will see what we will do there. Okay? So let me bring to the stage François. Hey, François, how are you?
Hey, I'm fine. I'm not that far away from you, but I'm fine.
Okay, yeah. If we scream loud, I ask you to hear. So, what is your beta status? How much percent do you have left?
Still have 16% right now.
Okay, awesome. Okay, well, we will see how far we come. So, welcome to the show. Welcome to the DevNation show. I think my connection is really bad today, but anyway, we make it happen. François, the first question I ask everyone: who are you? Present you. It's the stage is yours.
Okay, so I'm François. As you can already have guessed, I think I'm French. I have some Camembert accent sometimes. I'm joining today at Star3, and I'm previously working at Elastic, and mainly working since like 10 last year on delivery, builds, and cloud things for distributed systems. And I also worked a little in advertising at some point, managed some infrastructures and delivery code.
Okay. And you just switch over to brand new job. That's pretty exciting stuff, no?
Yeah, exactly. I joined today. Excuse me. We had some friends that are bringing us that are just joining right now physically, so we can't really show them. But yeah, I'm just moving today. I'm just switching company today, and I'm really excited to just start with, like working on a project like Apache Pino. I think it's something really interesting, and bringing it to the cloud is something that is really challenging, and I'm really happy and excited to work on it.
Okay, cool. I see that some other guests are over there. Let me just warn them of the situation, and then we can take it over. Let me see, they're over there. Okay, come back. One moment. En fait, je fais un stream là, en direct. Mes collègues vont arriver d'un instant à l'autre. Ok? Oh, ça va. I'm really sorry about that. The organize, the so anyway, it's crazy situation. Anyway, let me see in the chat. Oh, in the chat, I see that Sun is over there. Sun is over there. Hey, Sun, how are you? You must be laughing a lot. So, François, let's talk a bit about the cloud.
I can do that.
Yeah. And, to be honest, I would like to have your opinion because we often have people that use all the day Kubernetes. And I know you have an opinionated vision of the things. So tell us everything about Kubernetes and you.
Yeah, In fact, I've worked with Kubernetes, and I'm not disliking really. Like I like to be the one that is not in the same mood that everyone. Everyone is just starting to say Kubernetes is awesome. Kubernetes could do everything that you want, and I'm not really enjoying to be in this side. I want to be that guy. You know, that guy, the one that is just saying to yeah, you know, because it's mainstream, you don't have to use it. And in fact, it's just that I think Kubernetes is a great tool, but at some point it was not really, in the first place, designed to have some data inside. You know, it's like persistent volume claims, this kind of thing are just arrived at some point inside Kubernetes, and now they are stable. But for a lot of time, there was some thing that people wanted to add inside Kubernetes that was not really, I think, really a good idea to do it. Like there are some databases that are think at the beginning to be distributed that can be used inside Kubernetes. But when you have to use some DBs like PG, you have some PostgreSQL like Oracle, these kind of databases that are not designed at the beginning to be distributed, having it inside Kubernetes what I thought at the beginning bad idea, because it was like, yeah, you know what, you are just adding it inside Kubernetes, it is created to be distributed and have the workload distributed wherever you can, and you have this kind of workload that you want to have on this specific database that don't share with the other ones. And in the end, it was just like you have to add it on one node, have some filters to not be able to have some other workload to change it. And I was not really agreeing with it. Like, Kubernetes is the future about everything, and I think it's the future for a lot of things, but not always for data. It depends on the database you want to add inside. Like, I think Elastic is a great choice, Pinot is a great choice. A lot of databases that are thinking distributed by design at the beginning of the project are a good fit for it, but not everything is good for it. Like, at the end, it's just something that's launch containers on a lot of hosts and wants to spread the load where it can. And when you have to think about where you want to have the workloads because you have some pressure on it, you don't really want to do what Kubernetes offer you at the beginning of it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. While we were speaking, I had some indication from my employer, and they told me if we respect the distance, we can make it happen next to each other. Well, let's put two seats between us. Let's put the mask, and you can come over. That will be easier. No?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so our guest will be here in for real. So let me put the mask. Okay. I
think I'm leaving the stream right now, wearing the mask myself, and I join you.
Oh. Am I still in the stream? Looks like I'm not in the stream anymore. Okay, looks like I'm back in the stream. Okay, the connection was, Francois, come over here, and then we will, yep. Hey, and there is Francois for real. Hey, hey, okay, so let me put my real glasses because it's a bit strange with the mask. And okay, so connection is terrible. If you take a look at the feedback, you can see that this is fun. Yeah, Sun, it's really fun, Sun. And Sun is always, oh, you're still in the stream. And Sun is saying also, first time I hear Francois speaking English.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, we met a lot with Sun at some point. In fact, I met him like at the beginning of the month when I was in Paris, and it was just for fun, and I met him. But it's the first time I think he's hearing me speaking English. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me do something. Oh, I'm on the wrong camera. Look, can I change the camera? Is that dangerous? Should that work? Let me try. Oh, look, That's a better camera.
Oh yeah.
Better camera. Yeah, there we go. That should be. Oh, that should be better. Look, and even the stream goes up. Okay, so you told us a bit about Cube, and even if you have your opinion on Cube, there's also always one question that I ask to all my guests that use Cube or that has used Cube. What is your preferred feature of Kubernetes?
My preferred feature of Kubernetes, I think, should be CRDs.
CRDs. Oh,
Like
yeah.
having an API server that is the core of the Kubernetes when you use it, and have a way to extend it and have a way to add your own resources and your own custom logics around it with some managed resources that you can add is something that I found really great.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I love it. I love the concept of just extending with whatever you want. The cluster is pretty
Yeah, exactly.
amazing.
It's like you can extend it, and it's not like something tricky when you can add something by injecting some mods or some code that will inject something, and you are not really sure, and is it supported or not? And not really around everything. And by this way, it's something that you know that is supported, and you just have to have something to manage it. And in fact, if you don't have anything, it's just you're adding some metadata on the cluster. It won't be used at all, but you're just adding some metadata.
Yeah. Okay. And the other question that I always ask is, if for the next Kubernetes release, you could choose any feature, even if it still doesn't exist, or maybe it exists in another framework like in Kubernetes stuff, or the feature of your dream, and you can decide to include it in the next release. Do you have something in mind that you would like to add, and you can make the choice?
Yeah, if I could, I would like to change the airbag authentication to have something like more like Macaroon or Biscuit from Clever Cloud, like to have a way to be able to reforge authentication from, like, let's say you have Kube system admin, you install something and you want like a provider to install something in the administration part of the system, but you don't want to have access to a lot of things. You want to have access, like, to have some service account, to have some secrets, but only on some small parts of the systems. Right now with Airbag, you can't really. You have this autograph file where you have to use your security by what resource you should have and in which namespace you want to have it.
Yeah.
But you can't really have a way to ask at some point someone to say to you, okay, you know what? You only want to have the security account for only this small part of the set, and not that namespace, but just this one, I give it to you. And be able to reforge the security could be, I think, really easier for providers like Elastic or Pinot or a lot of people that just want to give something that is really powerful for the user, but in the same time, really configurable. Like, we are not using Kubernetes the same way in security levels. And every time we are just asking the same things, like, you know what? Give me admin to the system, because in the end,
exactly.
I need to add something to have access to service accounts and secrets.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Enough about cloud. Let's talk about a bit about programming. So you started as did you start as a Java developer?
Yeah, I started as Java developer. I was working mainly with G2, GE, and I started really quickly to be in the build system. So using Maven, Load, Gradle, migrating things to Git, this kind of things, Ant. And I started to do a lot of things by using some Scala and changing from Clojure, Python, this kind of thing. And I started actually to use a lot of programming language in my career, because when you are in the building team, in the delivery team, you have to build a lot of languages. So you have to know basically kind of, not really well, but you have to know the basics of all the language that your team uses.
Yeah. Okay. And so I know you did some Scala, you did some Kotlin, but there's one language that you really love right now.
Yeah, it's Rust.
It's Rust.
Yeah.
And, well, maybe some people, I'm sure everyone has heard at least a bit about Rust, but maybe some people don't know exactly what it is. Do you have like the elevator pitch of what is Rust and why should we use Rust?
So Rust is a system language that is basically targeted for system programming, like C or low-level programming language. and it's blazingly fast. And it's what is the elevator pitch is that Rust by its model around its compiler and are the constraints that the compiler gives you when you code is managing the memory for you, so it's blazingly fast and it's safe. Like you don't have this kind of errors that you have, like downlink pointers, segfault, or everything that you can have in C, and you don't have to have garbage collections that will have some issues around managing the memories, this kind of thing. So it's really something that you could use for a lot of things, but its main purpose is to be on system programming things.
Okay, okay, and you are using it daily now. It's your main language. It's
not my main language right now. I hope it will.
it will be.
It will be, but not. It's not my daily language right now. My daily language. One day before it was Scala, and I hope it will be Rust right now. It's just that I really like this language around the way it makes me feel about my binaries and what I deliver for my team, because by the way the rules are constrained, the compiler, the code that you have to do in Rust, it's not like you have the choice. Like Rust is a language that say you have to do things this kind of way, and when you follow the rules, in the end the code and the things that you deliver are really safe, and something that I really like a lot. Like there is things I have delivered in Rust like 3 years ago. Right now I don't have maintained it like at all in 3 years.
Oh yeah.
It never had crashed. Like
okay. Just let me just come back a little bit to Java, because I'm sure you're following the updates of the Java releases. Are you following a bit? What is your opinion about it? Do you like it? The stuff that are coming, like the records or the sealed interfaces?
I'm really enjoying what Java is going to right now. I'm thinking it's kind of slower than they want in the end, because we are knowing where they are going, because it's like sealed classes, sealed interfaces is something that we had in Scala, we had it in Kotlin. Record is something we had already in other languages in the JVM. It's like they are bringing a lot of things that people find useful in other languages that was on the JVM inside Java. I think it's more about we have to keep this compliance with all Java code, and I think it's just that is keeping the Java team to be changing a lot more the language right now.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited about the new features right now.
Okay, cool. Let me see. I'm figuring out, is there... So, oh yeah, maybe you can briefly tell us because we are here on a lake. I don't know if you see the lake behind. Maybe behind. There's behind. Because we are running a conference here, okay? As crazy as it sounds, on the water, it's happening tomorrow. And you are here, Francois, because you have not one talk, not two talks, but 3 talks. Maybe 4 talks as well.
No. I'm thinking not 3.
Yeah, but let's focus on the your 2 own talks.
Sure.
The design by error, is that a good translation?
It's a design of the error.
The design of the error. So yeah.
Yeah, this talk is not really something. In fact, it's like my thinking around errors, and I think it's something that we really misunderstand and we're not really using well in the industry right now. Like everything that we use in production, we know they have to fail at some point. Like failure is not an option. Like it will happen at some point. Like it's. And right now, what we do a lot with errors is just like we don't want to manage them. Like we think around it. Like even designers, UX people that are thinking about the nominal things. It's like it has to be this way, and it's like it's the perfect world. And when you have an error, you don't have anything to manage it. Like what do you do when you have an error? If you are just injecting a secret breaker, like what do you do? When you can retry, you can do something, but what do you do with the error? How was it? How can you manage it really? And in fact, it's just this reflection, this thinking around how we can really use the error and make things valuable around errors, how to manage it, and how to rethink about it, like in the design of the application, around what should we do in the core loops of our applications if we really think about it, like to change the system. I was talking yesterday with a friend that is working in an advertising company, and he was just saying me like, when he is having a campaign in this advertising company, like they have 50 lines to insert. And if an error happens in the 49, it's like, you know what? It's an error. Bring a 500 error.
Oh yeah.
And the user doesn't have any idea around what is really going on. He doesn't know that you already have like more than 40 lines inserted in production, and it can be retried, it can be changed. You just have a thing that say, you know what? You have an error.
You have an error. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's it. You know what? Contact the support.
Yeah.
And in the end, the people that doesn't want it to manage this error will have to manage it, because the support ticket will be going to them at some point. So it's just rethinking about the error, and maybe try to have a way of thinking about it. Let's say errors are not something that are unnatural. It's something that is part of the system, and maybe we should think about it, and maybe we should have some value on it, and maybe use it in the design.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, and it's not something. Well, usually people don't speak about errors and in their talk, and it's a great topic to cover. And you have a second one, a bit more deep. Know about compilators? Is that correct?
Yeah, it's a visualization around compilators and how you can manage to use typing systems to add some constraints on your code that will be managed by the compilers to have safer code.
Okay.
So it's greatly inspired by Rust experience and other things that we should use, or even some things that I've learned a lot from the functional programming paradigm, and use that say you can really leverage the typing of systems and use some powerful typing system to add some constraints on your code. It's maybe lot more challenging when you are coding, but in fact, it will bring the use of the compiler that will manage and will check and validate your code at compile time, and it will not crash at runtime.
Yeah. I see. I'm just checking the comments here. The connection is not very nice. I know, son. I'm sorry. Quarkus 2.0 released. Yeah, son. I know. Maybe I will do a live demo right after. And I don't know how to pronounce your name. It's really complicated. Mpuvelo. Are you referring to Rust language? Yeah, he was referring to the Rust language. So, if you're a Rust user, just let us know in the chat. We will be more than happy to speak about it. Let me see. Wow, my battery of my computer is also going down as crazy. Looks like the connection is a bit stabilized now. We have two choices now. We can continue to chat together. We can try to grab someone from there to be a guest.
I think.
And we can, or I can do a Quarkus demo. I can do all of that.
I can go and ask one of them if they want to come.
Yeah, and English with a mask.
Yeah, English with a mask.
Okay, so he's fishing for another guest. All right, let me just. While he's doing that, let me go back here. and thank you, François. Well, at the end you will come say goodbye anyway. I told you it's a bit crazy. Because I'm alone, I can remove my mask. I will put it again when the guests will come. Okay. The idea was to have all the guests together, and then someone pointed me at Red Hat, say, "Hey, but in France we are still in phase 0, and it's a bit complicated, and we have to be careful." We wear the mask with François. I'm vaccinated. I got the 2 shots. François as well, but still. We keep our distances. We are outside, so we are really we are not taking any risk. I think so. Let me see here in the chat. Nothing is happening in the chat. I see it's a bit busy. It's a bit laggy. It's really laggy, and he is shipping. Oh yeah, and there we have. I think we have Thierry arriving there. That's awesome. I have a guest arriving. Hey, we have a new guest. Hello. Oh,
How are you?
I'm so happy to see you. We saw finally after all these months. And one moment, please. Ils sont pas là? Ah. Okay. Oui. one moment, please, because people are waiting for. Let me see. Okay. Dans 10 minutes, je peux être là. Ouais. Ah ouais. Okay. Okay. Hey, let's keep that short. Short, quick interview, and then I have to cut it because the other organizers that are supposed to be here since 6 p.m. to organize all the stuff are not there. And she's coming to me and say, "Hey, why can you not go?" And I say, "Yeah, well, I'm streaming."
Okay.
Okay, but she doesn't. So anyway, hey, Thierry, can you introduce yourself like François did? Who are you?
Yeah.
The stage is yours.
Of course. So I'm a French developer, and I'm here with my best T-shirt because yes, I'm working with code, but I like to have some workshops with kids. So it's called Mixed In, and well, I like to share. That's why I came to this event.
Okay.
So
And-
weather is nice.
Weather is nice. And let's focus on Mixed-in or
Yeah.
coding. And what is Mixed-in? Explain us what Mixed-in.
Oh,
Mixed-in.
yeah.
Mixed-in? How do you
It's
say Mixed-in?
Mixed in. It's not easy in English, yeah. Well, it's a question that was born near the Mix IT conference in Lyon, and we try to explain to kids that there is no magic in anything digital. So we started with code, then with little microbit
Oh, yeah,
boards,
microbits.
to have some physical interactions.
Okay.
So we try to have workshops with kids, but for now it's a bit hard, and we hope to go back to workshops in September. So hopefully we will do Scratch, we'll do Python, we will do a lot of
maybe how is it called on the Nintendo Switch? You
Oh,
made
yeah,
me
yeah,
discover
yeah,
that.
yeah. I discovered that during the pandemic, and I use Fuse 4.
Fuse 4.
Yeah, which is some kind of basic language on the Switch console, and we have also the new Nintendo Game Builder Garage, which is more a Scratch-like.
Oh yeah.
interface.
It's just It's just
But it's
drag
fun.
and dropping. It's fun as well.
So it's a good idea because I like to go where the kids are, and they love their console. So it's a way to catch them.
Yeah, cool. And last thing.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, there's chat. It's very windy out there. Oh yeah, it's windy. Hey. Oh, people on Twitch. That's true. We're also streaming on Twitch. I always forget about people from Twitch. Sorry, sorry. Since we are here on the place where will take place Riviera Dev, and you are a speaker.
Yeah.
Can you speak a bit about your talk that you will be giving tomorrow?
It's some kind of experience for me because I joined the team that tried to explain a lot of concept around Kubernetes, and it's a first for me because it's around the concept of drinking some nice beverage and explaining technical concept.
Yeah,
and this time
without slides,
without computers, but with some accessories and trying to explain in a visual way. So
because here at Riviera Dev we have one track. We call it on the water track. People will be on pedal boats. Okay, we have the beach. The beach is always hard to say to me in English. The beach, the beach track, not the other. Yeah, and same there. No slides. And we have a third track in a bar, and there will be a computer for people that really need to show stuff. Okay, so brand new experience. It will happen tomorrow. And you know what? This time we will make it happen just in a half hour because people are waiting for me, and they will get really hungry, I think, if I don't go there and help them. Anyway, it was really funny to have you really quickly on the show, but
Thank you.
Yeah,
that was nice.
And that's it. And let me see, are there still people on the stream? Yeah. Oh, 20 people. Oh, even get up. Okay. Hey, DJ Maddie. I'm so sorry. I'm doing a shorter stream today. First of all, because my battery is really draining.
Oh yeah.
Since Thierry joined, I lost 10%. So I'm almost out of battery. And I'm really sorry. I promise in 15 days I will have a really nice guest. I already know who my guest will be. I cannot tell you, right? I will be back in my home, probably from my pool, because why not? And of course, huh? And we will have a complete show with some live coding demo. I will probably do some Quarkus 2 live coding. If I start coding right now, if I do a Maven build, I think my computer will stop. Okay? For sure. So everyone, enjoy your rest of your day. Stay safe. And it was a funny experience. And well, see you in 15 days. Next week is Tech Talk with Edson. I have no idea who is the guest will be. You go on dn.dev/upcoming and you will see everything what is upcoming. Next week, I'm giving deep dives of containers in French for French people over there. So don't forget to subscribe. And that's it. Have fun. Stay safe.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.